Damn it, Nick, we lost the house, apparently. So this is I'm kind of curious. I need to know, chat. Did you hear about this before I told you about it? Like before, because this has been out for like a day, which feels like old news already. But did you know? Did you see this? Because I was like last night, I was on a train. I was heading into town, New Year's Eve, say goodbye 2024. Boop, boop, got a little message. What's this? Nick's house is in foreclosure because he hasn't paid his mortgage. Wait, mortgage? I thought he said he didn't have a mortgage. Was it all a lie? Well, that's the thing. This is so stupid. Like it's one thing. It's one thing to have a mortgage and then not be able to pay for the house. That does happen. People fall on hard times. But Nick's had his house. He got it bought for him by his parents. He had no mortgage. He then decides to mortgage it. He then decides to not pay for it. And now he may lose it in February. This is all very real. We're going to go over which house? That's a great question. The big house. Not even the side house, not even the trap house where you keep your mistress. It's the Baldo bunker is for sale. The big house. You could this is I think this house was like when they first bought it was worth like $700,000. You could now buy it for perhaps $320,000. This is a steal. Like if you're in Minnesota and you're looking for a new bunker, this is actually a really good steal. You will have to get it cleaned though, obviously. But holy shit, we're going to go over this. Here's the thing. We have to temper our expectations a little bit because if you go down into my schizo board down here, Nick does have a superpower, which I think will allow him to keep the home. Can anyone in the chat guess what Nick's superpower is? And I'll give you a couple seconds to catch up. What do you think Nick's superpower is? Like he's not like you or I, okay? He may have made the dumbest financial mistake you could possibly make, potentially ruining his entire legacy. But there you go, the chat got it. He was born into a rich family. What, you can't afford to pay your mortgage? That's a skill issue. Next time you're born, consider getting richer parents. Yes, the chat got it. Daddy's money, mummy and daddy, trust fund, having a rich dad, super fund, trust fund. You got it. The chat got it. Oil money from grandpa. Must be fucking nice. Must be fun. No, he's not like you or I. Why would you do this? It makes no sense. Like Nick bragged. He bragged about saying his house was mortgage free. He was uncancelable because he set up his life in such a way that he was set forever. But we'll have to. Maybe you have some suggestions. We'll see. All right, now where are we? So what happened is this post came up on the Kiwi Farms, and we'll be referencing them pretty heavily tonight. They've been doing some good work over the new year. So this happened apparently yesterday, New Year's Eve. It says, wait, the main Baldo bunker is in foreclosure? Or did he not just pay a few bills, or both? I think I may have stumbled onto something. County in which the property is located, and you've got Nick's address. That's Nick's and Kayla's address. I'll need some translation on this, as it's not my wheelhouse. And this is by Melty Butter, who is posting this. It sure sounds like foreclosure. When I was recently looking at the West Central Tribune for information on Jim Felt was the officer that was involved in the arrest of Nick Recato. He's retired since. My prior post, I found this, kept it open on my laptop, and only just now looked at it closely. Notice of mortgage foreclosure. Let me see if I get a bigger one for this. Notice of mortgage foreclosure sale. Notice is hereby given that default has occurred in the conditions of the following described mortgage. Date of mortgage. You're not going to fucking believe this. April 1st. April Fools. What is about April has just destroyed Nick's entire life. The month and, oh yeah, the ceiling cats, I forgot it. And also the woman. It's incredible. How does he do it? Original principal amount of the mortgage, $316,000. That's kind of crazy is that I actually paid someone not dollars, but I just paid someone 316,000 yen. So when I saw this number, it was like, whoa, that's kind of creepy. Maybe it's one of those things like you notice it, but it's just like coming around. But I just had to pay my own 316,000, but I actually did pay that. So, here's a hot tip: pay your fucking bills. As the trustees of the Robert Lord Property Trust. So Nick's house was in a trust, and we'll go to the schizo board sometime tonight. His house is in a board in Texas, and you may remember Ty Beard is also in Texas, and it may have been Ty Beard's idea. He could have been his own little secret method of maintaining your wealth and properties to put into trust so that nobody can take it away from you, right? As a trustee of the Robert Lord Property Trust, dated 11th of the 27th, 2018, mortgage electronic registration system is blah, 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 blah. And it goes on to, we'll go into more details here. And let's see. The underlined, here we go. Open this one up. Notice of mortgage foreclosure sale. Default has occurred. Date of mortgage, April 1st. Original principal, 2016. Mortgages, Nick and Kayla, in the property of the Robert Lord Property Trust. And it seems that this is dated, blah, blah, blah. Yep, and there's the address, everything like that. Good. Everything looks in order. So it seems like he stopped paying on my schizo board. It seems like he stopped paying the mortgage about here. So now this is the strange thing to me about this. And I know this just looks like garbage. That's because it is, but it's okay. It helps me think. I know some people that might be surprising as well. The timeline, as I understand it, and this is what makes it so strange, is November 21st. Oh, sorry. So that's November 21. So November 2021, there was the Rittenhouse trial. That's when Nick had his biggest stream ever with about 100K subscribers. And this is about where he started to make buttload of YouTube money. So this is all before it. Then the following year, 2022, he takes out this mortgage for a reason that we don't know. Now, people might be saying, well, he owes money for Monty, he owes money for Mirandaza. Well, the thing is, this predates all of this, even the worst day. So we can see here the Depp trial. That's the funny thing. This happens between the Rittenhouse trial and the Johnny Depp trial, when he should have lots and lots of money. So why did he need to do this? It doesn't make any sense. Now, I thought maybe it'd be something to do with the worst day ever, but that happened again after he took out this loan. And I was maybe thinking about how the various things that could have brought this on. And I was like, well, maybe the worst day ever. Maybe he has like a secret medical concern. Like he's paying for that top care American healthcare or something, and he needs to get the money. Like, I don't know, because he has said that he thought that he would only live to 51 for some reason, which is strange. One thing that I considered, though, was payment protection loans. And this is just something that came up in my own head, is that PPP loans, not PPP from Kino Casino, although I assume he'll be also enjoying this at some point on the next show. Nick took out, if you're unaware, I guess I should go back a little bit. Payment protection loans was a scheme by the Trump government when the COVID happened, right? So you could get out a loan and you didn't have to pay it back. And it could be for, you just get it out to pay your workers. Now, because Nick was self-employed, he applied for and received a payment protection loan for himself as a YouTuber. And I believe it was in the range of like $100,000 or $200,000. He talked about this on his stream a little bit. Now, did he get caught? I mean, I think he was doing it I think he was legally allowed to do this, though. But it's a stupid. There were some people that got caught for like fraudulent payment protection loans, and it's kind of ridiculous to think a YouTuber is paying himself like this sort of thing, right? But if you can take advantage of the system, you should, I think, in my opinion, anyway, because they take so much money of your own money. So I was thinking maybe it could be related to this, because that's the only thing that seems to predate of all my schizo board options. That's the only thing that seems to make up. 5 kids ain't cheap. Well, that's true. That is true. But why would you take it out during this time? That's the thing. Is this happened after Rittenhouse? Several months after Rittenhouse. He was sitting pretty at this time. Now, there was one suggestion by, let me see if I can find, where do I have it? I think it was somewhere over here. So there was a post on Twitter by Scarebro, who's a bit of a detective in the Ricatosphere. But BJ, with his $2 starting off the super chat, says, Nick, Aaron, Easter, all come in April. Very funny. Very, very funny.
Oh, TV's Will Heron. We love TV's Will Heron. Everybody needs to go. Will Heron is one of the best clippers in the Dabbleverse. Everybody needs to go follow Will Heron. Thank you for watching on X, but his channel is on YouTube. It's great stuff. Shout out Still Time Morning Show. Shout out Nick Ricada. Shout out Ann. I think that's the girl's name that goes and records Nick at Court. But Will Heron's doing some good stuff.